Employers are being urged to take charge of upskilling their staff and use available resources to optimize training. They can now use 3 new tools to identify skills gaps and the types of training needed. Ivy Chalk reports.
This security firm is on a mission to equip its officers with new tech skills. This means learning skills like interpreting video analytics from CCTV footage. But designing lessons from the ground up to use such tech may not be easy. That's where this new online platform can help. It maps out customized on-the-job training blueprints. Metropolis Security System says this has helped them rely less on external courses and also keep costs down.
They do not need to stop working and attend a course, but instead they are able to still be on the job, and at the same time they get to learn. Through experience and through handling and handling the systems itself under a live situation, you are able to really see how it happens, when it happens, and how to react.
A second tool allows employers to track how much training grants it has used. And with the last tool, firms can even profile the skill level of each employee. SkillsFuture Singapore, which launched these tools, says such resources solve a common pain point companies face.
There are so many skills that is out there, so many training courses that's out there. The tools help employers to understand what is the skills that's needed for the industry that they are in, based on our job skills intelligence, help employers to understand the skills stock of their workforce, identify the skills gap that is needed to address, and then subsequently the right kind of curated training that.
Speaking at a conference on skills training, Senior Minister of State for Education Dr. Janil Puthucheary encouraged employers to take the first step in upskilling workers.
Take charge of the skills development of your people, our people. They can propel your company to greater heights, and the way in which you do so can inspire them and lead them to then take ownership of their skills development and their career health. And we will need all of this to happen if we are going to face the challenges that we all know so well that are coming our way in the next few years.
SkillsFuture Singapore says it's now looking at ways to add more features to the new tools. These aim to make it even more intuitive for users and offer more insights.
And to share more, I'm now joined by Tan Kok Yam. He is Chief Executive of SkillsFuture Singapore. Mr. Tan, welcome to Singapore Tonight.
Thank you.
So first of all, talk to us about how Singaporeans and employers have been approaching upskilling. How has it changed over the years, and how will these new initiatives help to address this change?
Thank you. Let me make 3 observations. I think first, learners have become more purposeful, whereas in the past, maybe a predominant way of thinking about training is I'm here because my boss has sent me for the training. I think now learners are more intentional in wanting to be either aware of a upcoming trend, to deepen in your current craft, current profession, or to gain skills to be more versatile and do a career transition. So that's the first point. The second point is I think both learners and company are beginning to sense a greater urgency in upskilling. The technology tools that are available to us, even in our handphones, is staggering in what they can do compared to a year ago, 2 years ago. So I think people see the urgency to want to stay in touch and not be updated. And I think the third point, and my colleague Wen Shan has talked about it a bit, is that there is so much variegation, so much dynamic changes to the landscape. What skills are necessary? How is the technology moving, and so on. So it can be a very complex landscape that learners and employers want to have to navigate. And so I think a lot of what we have been doing in the past few years is to help all of us collectively manage this variegation and complexity. And the first thing that we need to do is to be able to share as much information as possible, make it as clear as possible. What do employers want? What skills are needed? What do they want their employees to train in? What do they hire for? And with this clarity, individuals can take action, and training providers can also then develop the courseware, develop the training to meet the needs of individuals and employees. So all the tools to share information, talent track, career skills passport is to that end.
So you're talking about being versatile against this rapid rate of changes,
Indeed.
right? So we are also looking at a skills-first approach to hiring and upskilling. So what sectors stand to benefit the most from tools like Talent Track, as you just mentioned?
I think, well, first, we think all companies will stand to benefit. But in particular, we think three types of companies, three types of employers will stand to benefit. First, companies with a strategy or who want to implement a strategy of cross-deploying their employees. So they want to keep track of the kind of skills that maybe your front desk officers may have that allow them to also be versatile, say, in backroom functions. So that's the first. Second, if you are a small company, I guess you can do this, with Excel maybe. But you're too large a company, you already have existing software to help you keep track. So we are targeting a sort of a middle-sized group of companies that would most benefit from the use of Talent Track and Talent Track Plus. And third, if you're a company in an emerging space, you are looking, say you're a retail company, and you are looking to improve your online sales, you're looking for a UX designer, you're looking for someone who can plot out the service journey. And it's a new area, and you want to train, you want to keep track of the stock of skills you have in that space. I think these tools will help you.
So you were talking about middle-sized companies. It's not just MNCs. I suppose you're also looking at SMEs as well.
Yes.
How would you be engaging with employers and encourage this widespread adoption that you're hoping?
Yeah, so first we want to continuously improve our products. We have the launch, but the launch is just the beginning. We want to look at how users respond, what employers say they need, and then continuously improve our products so more and more SMEs can find them useful and use them. Second, we want to work with our Queen Bee partners, our skills development partners, so that they help us promulgate these tools to their profession and to their respective sectors and their supply chain companies.
I have to ask though, Mr. Tan, why this strong focus on workplace learning at this juncture?
I think we all acknowledge that learning while working is often the most effective form of learning. It's not just the time cost and the monetary cost of sending a worker to take a course. Some of that is necessary. But being able to learn on the spot is very organic to what you're doing. Yeah. The challenge with workplace learning is that because it's hard to measure, it's hard to know, it's easy to say, I'm doing workplace learning and you're doing that as well. So what NACE has been doing, this is a coalition of 5 polytechnics, SIT and IAL. So what they're doing is trying to put some standards, put some regularity to workplace learning so that employers can pick up those best practices, the rubrics and so on, and really strengthen workplace learning in their company.
We are running out of time, but I also want to talk about some of the announcements Prime Minister Wong made at the National Day rally speech last night. How will SkillsFuture ensure the additional courses provided by both industry and private providers are aligned with training supply and employers' demand?
In short, we want to put the employer more in the driving seat. We want to look at how causes are being, we want to measure causes by how well they meet employer demand, whether employers are sending people for these causes. We want to look at, as announced by Minister earlier, we also want to look at allowing more industry practitioners into the classroom so that they bring their industry experience into a classroom. And finally, we want to work with, again, our Queen Bees and our skills development partners to contextualize the training to their sector, to their profession.
I think we may just have time for one very quick question, Mr. Tan, but how will you be evaluating cost effectiveness over time?
It depends on the cost type. Number one, we look at learner validation. We take that very seriously, what the learners say of their cost. Number two, we look at employer demand, whether employers are sending people and paying for the course. That's a sign that is useful. And number three, for specific causes, we look at things like placement rates and so on, the career transition programs, for example.
All right, Mr. Tan, that will be the final question. Thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. That was Tan Kok Yam, Chief Executive of SkillsFuture Singapore.